Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. We got a very special guest joining us. He had a monster game the week before. He told his former team, y'all buckle up.
Buckle up.
Buckle up. And lo and behold, he came and gave him that work. 186 yards. I think he had over 230 yards. I think he had like 230 of total offense with receiving and running the football. Rico Dowdle joins us. Rico, how you doing, bro?
Great, man. Can't complain. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I'm doing amazing, bro.
Hey, all is well, RD. Before Unc starts, my first question to you, would you come into the game like that, obviously saying what you had to say, giving the team bulletin board material before the game even started, did you have a chip on your shoulder? Did you have a chip on your shoulder going into that game?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, that was one of those games I had circled early on in the season, but I think I always played chip on my shoulder since coming into the league. So it's always a chip on my shoulder when I step out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was surprised because you said this. They know it. Look, you were there. So they know what type of person you are. They know what type of running back you are. Do you think they underestimated you? They're like, man, this Rico just doing talking. Man, Rico ain't finna do none of that on us. What I mean, because obviously you said it. I mean, you just came off a monster performance the week before, and you called them out. You said, hey, buckle up.
Yeah, they probably underestimated me a little bit because they know, like you said, they know I talk to, like, and I'm going to talk a little bit. He actually told me that before the game. I talked to Sam before the game. He was like, yeah, man, I told him.
Sam Williams, correct? The linebacker.
Sam Williams, yeah. He was like, I told him that's just you going to talk, da-da-da. I don't know what the chatter was in the locker room, but I don't think they relayed the message to the full team about what could happen if I got going. I don't think they did for sure.
Yeah. Hey, I think obviously RD, I've been high on the Carolina Panthers for a very long time. Obviously, before the season started, I continuously said it over and over and over. For those in the chat that are watching, I'm not sure if you heard it in general. I was very high on them, and I said they were one of the two teams to watch this year. And I said they would surprise everybody. You guys are playing extremely well. And after last week's game, what is it that you guys need to continue to build on to make sure everything continues to go in the right direction?
I say
headed towards the end
yeah,
of the season.
Say just really playing complementary football, all three phases: offense, defense, special teams. I think that's one of the main things. And just like as long as we do that, I think we'll be fine. Not hurting ourselves how we did early in games, having to dig out of the hole early with if it was penalties, turnovers, and things like that. So I think if we do that and just continue to do that and be able to execute, keep executing at a high level, I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
How disappointed were you? You came in, you run for over 1,000 yards, and you're like, man, I had a good season. Oh, okay, I'm young. I ain't got a whole lot of mileage on me. I know they're gonna break your boy off. I'm gonna be able to stay here. I'm settled here. I like it here. They know what they got with me. I know what I have with them. And then come free agency. And I don't know if they called you. I don't know if they lowballed you. Walk us through your thought process after the season ends. You have your exit meeting with your running back coach, maybe the head coach, the general manager. Walk us through the steps up until you made the decision you're going to Carolina.
Yeah, so they never made an offer at all in free agency. Yeah, They never made an offer at all. So just going through when we got out, my agent, we obviously thought we would get something here back from, but they just the kind of team they like go test the market, let us know what you hear, and then come back and let us know, and we'll see if we can do something with it. So it was that kind of situation. They told me to go out, they're gonna let me test the market, and so I didn't take liking to that because I thought maybe what I've been through there in my 5 years and what I was able to do once I was given the opportunity to run the ball, what I was able to do, I thought maybe they would have an offer, but they didn't, and it worked out for me in this way, and I'm getting a show now, so happy where I'm at now.
With them telling you to go test the market and they'll see, that probably kind of left you feeling some type of way, like, nah, bro. It's like, bro, hey, you tell your girl, you go test the market. If you find somebody out there you like, if somebody like you out there, I might come back and take you up. But if not, hey, you welcome to go. No, bro, you set me free. I'm good.
Yeah, it definitely don't work like that. But yeah, it definitely left. I wouldn't necessarily say I was just too disappointed because I know the nature of the business and how they operated. I mean, I was a free agent the year before, and they pretty much told me the same thing, but I ended up signing back there. So, yeah, I just know the nature of the business, so I couldn't harp on it too much. Just know I had to look for the next best opportunity for me and where I can go make an impact.
You look at the situation. Dave Canales, your head coach, he was very non-committal. Chuba Hubbard is coming back. You rushed for 389 yards in the past 2 ball games, 473 yards of total offense. And he was like, they asked him Sunday after the game, he's like, hey, Rico's playing extremely well. We're definitely going to have a package, but he didn't say who's going to start. Yeah. When that first offense run out there on the field, is Rico running out there with him?
No, we'll see Sunday when the game comes. Coach he ain't really put too much into it, but he just saying we'll see when the game comes. We're gonna go through this week, and then when the game comes Sunday, we'll see.
And you know what? And honestly, that's not a bad thing when you think about it. Obviously, I know you want to be the starter, you want to be the one to get the bulk of the carries. But when you have a two-headed monster like you and Hubbard back there like that, it opens up everything else, man. Because of what you did last week, you don't understand. I mean, as a player, I think you might get it, but as a fan of the game and watching and understanding that and played it, but what you just did last week, it makes it that much easier for whoever's calling the plays, whether it's Dave or whether it's the offensive coordinator. You made Bryce Young's job easier. You made every receiver, T-Mac and Leggett and Hunter, you made all their jobs easier. Because now when you play, well, goddamn, already in the game, safety. Man, come on down in that box, please. Every time you in the game, the defense is checking to something different because you are the one threat offensively that you got to worry about.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely follow what you're saying there. That's one thing I think is gonna help expand the whole offense. Play action. They gotta respect the run. I think it's gonna open up the pass for sure.
Oh yeah.
So what if your coach? What if Coach Canales, the head coach? What if your running back coach told you? Okay, Hubbard is going down. This is your opportunity because you splitting carries and he get hot and you might not get the amount of carries because running back. I mean, most skill position is all about rhythm, and it's hard to get a rhythm. You get one carry, you get a carry the first drive, and then you might not get another carry to the third drive, and then you might have 5 carries in the first half and only get 2. So now, with you being the big-time running back, the full-time running back, now you're able to get into a rhythm. What has coach told you to say? Okay, just make sure you keep your head in the game, make sure you stay ready. Is that some of the things that your coach or your position coach have relayed to you?
Yeah. So I going into it, I only talked to my running back coach about it. He was like, okay, just kill your ops. When the opportunity is presented itself to go out there and show what I can do, just make sure I make the most of it. And I think I was able to do that.
Absolutely.
1-year deal. So would you like to remain with Carolina long term, or you like, look, I'm gonna take it 1 year at a time. I'm gonna go out here and play my absolute best this year, and then I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. Ain't nothing promised. The only thing I can promise you, I'm gonna give you everything I got every down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So exactly. That's all I'm saying on that. Just go out there, take it this year, and then see how it goes. Just got to be productive. I know it's a production-based business, so as long as I'm productive, the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah. Do you look back? Do you are like, yeah, that's good. Y'all should have kept me. When you look back on your former team and you see them struggling, and you like, yeah, that's what you get. Do you? I mean, because I understand that you have friends over there. I mean, you was there for 5 years, so you have built relationships, but it's not like I want y'all to have success.
Yeah, I don't really look at it like that. Like you said, a lot of those guys are my friends. I ain't really rooting for their downfall. And the dude they got over there, Javante, he's been having a pretty good season too. So
he's
been having a pretty good season too. But yeah, I wouldn't really be rooting on their downfall. I want them to win and things like that. All my friends there, but I just wanted to beat them when we played them.
Help me out with this. You had an injury. Your career in South Carolina, you had a lot of injuries. How are you able to stay healthy? Because normally, if you limp into the NFL, you're going to limp out of it. Right. You had injuries in college, but for some reason, you've been able to stay healthy in the league.
Yeah, I think that was one of my biggest things coming out of college: injuries, just not being able to stay healthy. But thankfully, I never had no injury where it was, I think, longer than like 10 weeks recovery. That was my longest injury. But yeah, in college, just had a bunch of nicks and nats. I broke my fibula and tore my hamstring, had 4 knee surgeries, sports.
God,
damn.
God damn.
You mean to tell me about you ain't had nothing to keep you out 10 weeks? A broken
Jesus.
fibula?
Yeah, the longest one was 10. I broke my fibula like week 5, my sophomore year of college, played in the bowl game. But yeah, that was like my worst one, I think, in college. But I'm like 8 surgeries deep though. But just staying healthy. 8? Yeah, 8 surgeries deep.
Did you think like, damn, I got buzzard look, I can't catch a
Oh
break?
yeah, sure. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, why it keep happening? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know why it keep happening. But since just getting in the NFL, I think those first couple years just setting out, taking the wear and tear of my body and figuring my body out, really, that's what allowed for me to stay healthy. Not just figuring out what worked best for me. Drop my weight. I played at like 225 in college. I play at like 210, 215 now. So just figuring out what worked best for me.
Hey,
eating all that college training table.
Hey, does it ever be in the back of your mind when you're playing, like trying to be cautious and a little hesitant based on, what you want to do? Or you free will, don't even care about the past injuries and you just go out there and just play?
I go out there and play. I'm trying to bring the punishment. I don't really think about that at all. I don't think about it at all.
Look, you went to the game. Let me ask you a question. Who are your top five running backs at USC all time? The Gamecocks.
Oof, top 5 all time? I know you're going to have to put Marcus Lattimore up there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Marcus.
You got Deuce Staley.
Okay.
Who else? I don't really know.
Well, George Rogers got to be first.
George, I don't know how I left George Rogers out. I don't really know how I left. Yeah, George Rogers, Marcus Lattimore, Deuce Staley. And then you got 22. What was number 22? I don't remember all of them name. Don't.
Harold Green.
I don't
think who else was a running?
I'm not. I want to real.
Yeah, that was before your time.
But yeah. Then I'm putting.
George graduated. In 80. Graduated and left in 80. So.
Oh yeah, way before me. I'm born in 98.
Hey man, Rico, man, continued success, man. Congratulations on a great start to a new year, a new team. You've been playing unbelievable. Keep up the great work. Stay prayed up, stay positive.
Yeah. Good
things will happen down the road. And when you make the Pro Bowl this year as one of those NFC running backs, come back and tell us how you did.
I will. Appreciate
it. Hey, do me a small favor. Y'all got practice tomorrow, right? Man, tell the receivers, man, all together at the same time. Tell them boys I'm betting the house on them this weekend, man.
I'm going to make sure I relate.
Yeah, let them boys know. Tell them boys I say keep pounding, bitch.
I'm going to let them know for sure.
All right, love.
Appreciate that, Rico. Appreciate you stopping by. All right, man. Now it's time to welcome a former Pro Bowler, Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think he won that award, and he is won the Super Bowl. Devin White, Las Vegas Raiders. Dev, what's going on, man?
Dev, you can't hear us.
He muted right now.
What's good? What's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, man, thanks for coming on with us.
Oh, for sure, man. Pleasure, man. Appreciate you having me, man.
What's up, baby? What's good?
Man, just cooling, man. Just cooling.
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't mean to be thinking ahead, but I was just talking with Unc, right? And there's a certain player. I love what y'all have on offense, right? But I mean no disrespect to them boys. But we would just talk about next year, right? What you think about George Pickens over there in Las Vegas? Tell me that doesn't fit. Hey, you see, listen, stay with me real quick. You see how Mac Crosby, being a Raider, it just fits his demeanor, who he is, what he represents. What you think about George Pickens over there?
He definitely got that charisma. You know,
see?
that swag.
I told you, Unc. I know what I'm talking about, man. Okay, all right, we can get back to business. That's it.
Yeah, you got to help me understand this. With all the early success that you had at Tampa, Pro Bowls, All Pros, Rookie of the Year, win the Super Bowl, I thought you were a lifer because you fit the Derrick Brooks, you fit the Rondé Barber, you fit the John Lynch, you fit the Warren Saps, a physical football player. Tampa known for defense. They're physical. Leroy Selman, rest his soul. Physical defensive player. Why? And then I know you heard. If you didn't hear it, somebody sent you what Jason Light said. Had I known what I know now, probably I wouldn't have taken him. What went wrong? Why and how weren't you able to finish your career in Tampa?
I think personally, I think they just weren't ready to, give up that bad.
Oh,
okay.
Obviously, they knew it was time after my 4th year.
Right.
Everybody knew the numbers I put up, the accolades I had,
right.
and I wasn't trying to be selfish, but I wanted what was due. I felt like I did everything right there, from on the field to off the field, in the community, being a team captain every year. And when I asked to get me, I got looked at crazy, and I don't know why. Nowadays players getting paid after 3 years, they're going the first round. And I had to go fight it out on the 5th year option for what? When I already had, even with Levante David, dog on the team, I led the team in. I led the team in tackles. I got turnovers and made big plays. And then obviously, like you said, for him to come out and say what he said, man, we hosted a Super Bowl trophy together. So none of that matter. What he know, he'll do it again because I helped him. Obviously, on that run that we made. I feel like I was a key part of that. No cockiness.
You were.
If you look at the numbers and the stats, like, I missed the playoff game and had the most tackles in the postseason out of any player. And I missed one game. I missed the Washington game. Go look it up. And on the next 3 games, I was double-digit tackles every game and, getting it in for real.
Yeah, and you know what too, Unc, and LD, this is one of the things I don't like about the business side of things. Even with the numbers. Even when you do things right, not only on and off the field, when it's time to get paid, they always look at you funny. They look at everybody funny, even those that have the numbers, even those that have the stats. And it's the same conversation with the better players on each team all the time. Every year it's the same thing. You always have to fight tooth and nail for your value. You always got to fight tooth and nail for what you're worth, despite putting up the numbers. They're gonna find something. They're gonna put something in your contract. They're gonna talk to your agent crazy. I don't know. I hate that side of the business. But listen, I'm glad you got what you deserve, and you doing your thing.
How disappointed were you? Because, like you said, you hoisted a Lombardi trophy in your building together. You the ups and the downs, and you had some setbacks, and you accomplished all these things. And I'm sure, because when we had you on my old show, you talked about, hey, I'm gonna be a lifer, like Sam, and I see Brooks and them when they come around and I see their names up in the stadium. That's what I want for D White.
Yeah, I think I was very disappointed. Just, like I said, I'm always piggyback off Levante. He do everything right. That's my big brother, like, to this day. And I thought I was coming in to, like, take over the role and be the next great one after him. Obviously, he still ain't slowing down. He's still going. And bro, we both made all-pro team together. We was always in the top 100 together and led the team in tackles together. And I just thought I was going to just be his successor. But, at the end of the day, I was very disappointed, man, because that's somewhere I wanted to be. But that also made my hurt a lot worse because I had already started counting my eggs that didn't hatch yet in Tampa, and I was dialed in. Like I still got a place there, and I was about to buy another spot across from my place to just add on and just make this my forever home.
That's gonna be my home.
And when that don't happen like that, man, that hurt. That hurt a lot. But I mean, it is what it is.
When you found out Tom Brady, because there all of a sudden there started to be speculation, Tom Brady might be signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You like, hold on. Tom Brady that was in New England, Tom Brady? You talking about the guy that's won 6 Super Bowls and been to all these Super Bowls and got all these accolades. He might be coming to Tampa? Hold on, man, stop playing. Y'all for real, Tom Brady might be coming to Tampa. Because if you look at it, you guys had an outstanding season. Jameis had threw for 5,000 yards. But it's hard for a defense to overcome 30-plus turnovers from one player. Yeah. And I'm sure you thought in the back of your mind, man, Tom Brady, he don't turn the ball over with this defense, boy, it's gonna be tough for somebody to beat us.
Yeah, we knew getting him that we could be really good, just him just being in complete control of the offense. The turnovers did help. James did a lot of great things. Salute to him. But we was the number one run defense team in the NFL my rookie year. We was kind of hit or miss in the pass. We was kind of in the middle of the bunch. So we just knew we were just missing a complete offense to be able to go do it. And then obviously, him coming there brings a lot of expectation that people was willing to rise to the occasion. You know,
Wow.
that's
Okay.
another thing. When you get a person like him in the building, your play level just go up times 20.
Got
You know
to.
what I'm saying? Because you want to meet his standard. You know, he got a certain standard about himself, you know, being on the team, being in the building. And, you know, you just kind of want to be all in. Then obviously we had got some key guys. You know, we got his tight end. You know, we had got a great receiver out of Florida, you know, that ended up helping. You know, we had a couple D linemen come in to really kind of put our defense, solidify our defense. And we was rocking out. You know, we had a lot of young guys on defense too, but, you know, that's part of it, you know. People just getting thrown in the fire and accepting the role and going to go get it.
What were your practices like? Were they challenging? Because were you talking smack to him and he talking smack to y'all, you guys? Because it seemed like, you know, you got Tom Brady, you have those, you got Godwin, you got Mike Evans, AB, you got Gronk. You know, hey, you don't want to get blitzed. Hey, y'all ain't finna do that, what y'all been doing to them. Y'all ain't finna do that to us. And then like, well, what y'all did to that team, y'all not finna do that to us. And so y'all just going back and forth. And so you're raising each other's level.
I think the best part about it was two things I say. The secondary wanted to get a pick off Brady. Like we knew you couldn't pick him in the game, so you wanted to try to get it in practice. And then I think for just the overall defense, we had to be able to disguise like harder than ever because he had seen so many looks in his life. So that what made our defense even better. We was able to disguise and play different coverages from different looks. And I think that helped us, like, you know, on the back end of the season because we just had got so much better. We was grooming ourselves to perfection with our disguises because you got to trick him some way because he done seen it all. And I think that helped. Like even I remember in the playoff to go to the championship, we was playing Aaron Rodgers. We was playing trap coverage where the linebackers running out on cover and holding the number 2 receivers. I'm running with Devontae on out routes and stuff, and we sending, you know, boundary pressures, and you know you can't pick it up because you don't know who dropping, you don't know who going.
Right.
And that's one thing I credit to Todd Bowles is he never stay the same week in and week out. He always adding to that playbook.
You're in, you go to Philly. Philly don't work out. I was like, man, you know, he'd be good in Philly. I mean,
Why?
you got those big
Why?
Okay, well, tell us why.
Now I don't know though. Truthfully, you know, I feel like I went there with a fresh mind. You know, I was around a bunch of guys that that was in my high school class that I already knew, and I went there to, you know, just go get it back on track. You know, coming off that foot injury my 5th year, went to all the OTAs. That was new for me. You know, being in Tampa with an older team, we didn't really do many OTAs. You know, my 2nd year was COVID. 3rd year, 4th year, we had, you know, Tom Brady. He wasn't. You know, he did his own thing, so we did our own thing on defense. So I was pretty much locked in. You know, I started every game. Started every practice of camp, OTAs. I was there. And, you know, after the second preseason game, you know, they called me up, you know, Coach Vic, you know, he said, we're going to go into Kobe. And, hey, y'all do what y'all got to do. You know, I asked him what didn't I do to, you know, keep this job that I done had all spring. He said, it's just the decision we're going with. And I respected it. You know, hats off to Zach and the Kobe, still my guys. I was still in there for 4 weeks, you know, just giving them all the gym that I had. You know, they was playing New Orleans. I was familiar with them. And I was just being a pro about the situation. That's why you never heard nothing bad come out of that situation. It just wasn't the fit. You know, I wasn't who they wanted. And respectfully, you know, we moved on, and it is what it is. You know, I don't dwell on it. You know, I still got incentives off that Super Bowl run. So, you know, God is good. God is good. You know, I was on the team for 4 weeks, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's been a rough start for you and for the team in Vegas. You got Jamal Adams, who moved from safety. He was a safety, now he's a linebacker. Defensively, you got Max Crosby. Everybody knows what Max brings to the table. So tell me, what's the transition been like for you from Tampa to Philly? Now you're here in Raiders, and you know the Raiders. You know, Al, I know they got a lot of slogans. His famous thing is the quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard.
Yeah. I think the biggest transition is just, you know, it's just a different style of play than what I'm used to. You know, I always been a simulated pressure type of guy from Dave Aranda in college to Todd Bowles in the NFL, and just coming to this new scheme and just kind of, you know, being a little more zony. You know, it's been different from me. And, you know, I started off playing Mike and Will. I was rotating the first couple of weeks because we were trying to get different guys on the field. You know, we had Jermaine Pratt, E-Rob, Jamal, and myself. So I was the guy that was going from Mike in sub, and I was playing Will in base, and then I was a dime linebacker. So
right,
stuff ended up didn't working out with my guy Pratt. he went to the coach with his old defensive coordinator from Cincy, and now I'm back at Will, and that's why I roam. And my first game at straight Will this past week,
Russ got a turnover.
I was able to go get it, so that's a good thing, Hey, stuff happened how it happened, but you just always find the good in it. But at the end of the day, man, I think we can hit a stride. We're starting to find out our identity. Who we are, because you got Coach Pete and you got Coach PG. They clashing together, two good defensive minded guys. Trying to find their identity, and I think that's what's going on. So I'm excited.
The thing that I was always impressed with you, Dev, is that your ability to close, the suddenness. I mean, when you when they bring you on pressure, you arrive in a hurry, and you arriving with bad intentions. I mean, when you get to that point, bad things normally happen for the opposing player. So, what is your mindset when they, like you said, they sent you on a blitz, and you're like, I'm a pressure Mike, I'm a pressure Will, I'm a pressure Mike backer. Yeah. Because Todd blitzed you a lot because he knows he's gonna get you on the line on a running back, and you're gonna run his ass over.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. Nah, I think that's the thing. Just growing up, when I'm from a small town, I never played for a coach who played the game until I got to the Buccaneers with all my coaches there. They all played the game. That was the first time. So I was able to just add more tools to my bag. And I think that was one of the things. They was like, bro, you got speed and you just got a ability, a knack for the ball. You know how to go get it. And man, I took pride on it. I was like, well, look, I'm gonna focus on this because turnovers win games. So obviously with him blitzing me, it's like, hey, go get the ball. Don't just go get a sack, go get the ball. And then obviously when I'm in coverage, that's the main thing too. But just far as just being a guy who can go get sacks, I think I've done that well since since I entered the NFL. I think I got the most off-ball sacks as a linebacker with like 24, 25. So, and that's missing a year of ball last year. So, man, look, I can go get it, and I take pride in it. When I went to go sack Cam Ward, I was thinking ball the whole time. You get a sack, but a sack fumble better. Way better.
Exactly. Hey, it's just not good enough to get the quarterback down. Let me see if I can get this ball while I'm at it.
Hey, what has it been like? The difference, obviously living in Tampa, for a while, as opposed to being in Vegas. You like Vegas better?
No, I ain't gonna say I like Vegas, the dryness, but I think Tampa. I'm a country boy, so just being in Tampa, it was a city feel, but it wasn't too big. The lights wasn't too big. It was still felt homey to me. And obviously being there 5-6 years, I can drive around Tampa with no GPS. Just being there so long.
Good, yeah.
So I think that still haven't settled in. And just being out here, I'm still new, still learning. But I mean, it's nice out here. The biggest thing from both cities, no state income tax. That's a blessing right there.
Yeah. See, your living expenses is saved in the taxes that you would have paid had you been somewhere else.
I'm trying to tell you. So
gotta get your extra horse because we know you love horses.
I love horses, but you can't bring them out here. But the weather out here is dry.
It's too hot. It's too hot for them.
It's dry. Yeah.
You got, if I'm not mistaken, I think you got American saddle horses.
American standardbred.
Standardbred, okay, standardbred. Yeah. So you got working horses.
Yeah, obviously you can race them on the track. You can do a lot of pleasure riding with them. I do both, and I tapped into this Amish world. I'm with the Amish community. They do a lot of buggy horses with these standardbred. So they not just one-dimensional. Yeah, you got to know people.
Whoa, hold on. Buggy? What the hell you...
Hey, wherever it's good at, that's what I'm trying to be. Just know that. The Amish people, they don't go buy Richard Millers and phones and all that. They spend their green on horses. So I'm trying to be a part of that culture too.
Okay.
But they eat. Man, horses eat you out of house and home.
Yeah, and they
sweet
sell.
feed, hey.
Yeah, check them out. Sweet feed. Now, but the Amish community, they take pride on horses. Horses are their cars. So,
yes,
instead of them going to buy their wife a new Porsche, they go buy them a new nice horse to drive to church and to the stores and, whatever function they have and to the family houses. So I done got in real big with a bunch of Amish communities and I'm making my mark over there. So that's pretty good.
Where's the Amish community at? They got an Amish community in Louisiana or Tampa?
No. I'm in Illinois.
Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania, Ohio. Yeah, states like that. They up there.
Yeah.
Oh man!
I know you ride horses, what?
Oh yeah, I'm like that. I'm like that.
Yeah,
I rode a horse
yeah.
across Raymond James after we won the Super Bowl.
Real? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
for
You know,
sure.
I be riding too now.
Nah, you going to Mexico and ride when you Cadillacing. I'm doing it for real.
No. I ride for real.
Okay, we're gonna tap
Yeah,
in then.
I ride for real. Let me
We
know.
going 30 mile per hour, not even moving in the seat. That's the type of riding we doing.
That ain't, well, you might want to Google me, man.
All right,
But
well, I'm
I
gonna check
ride,
you out.
hey, I ride horses, I ride PBR bulls, I ride for real. Yeah.
He do a little something. He do a little something there. Dale, but you got to tell the backdrop of the story of the horses and how you got in the store horses, because you were dealing with something. You went through something in your life, and horses helped you deal with that.
Yeah, for sure. Just being in a small town where I come from, growing up, man, it ain't really much to do around there. A lot of people, that's what a lot of people do, but growing up, I ended up losing my brother at a young age. I want to say I was like 8 or 9 years old. And that's just what I use to cope with it. You could be at the barn, you take a lot off your mind going to ride and stuff, man. So I think that horses just always been a good coping factor for me. And then now, just as I got older, I enjoy it, my son enjoy it. And man, we kind of make a hobby out of it. We go to events around the world, Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, I guess on the south end of the world. And we go compete and we have fun, man. We do it for pleasure, but at the end of the day, man, we out there enjoying ourselves. So horses has been a big part of my life, and probably gonna continue to do it. And more guys in the league starting to get to it. My guy Ed Oliver do it.
Yeah.
Xavier Legette, he own it. Zamir White that played with the Raiders, he own it. And Xavier Howard, he just retired to be with his kids, but also he done got into these horses too. He down there in Miami, but he from Houston. Yeah. But he got all his horses in Miami. And I sold him some horses, so that just let you know, like, hey, it's getting real around here.
D, what's the number on them horses? What we talking about?
Just depend, man. We get you some 30 miles per hour,
depend.
About 20 grand, a little something slight.
Okay,
but go ahead and tell them the other part about how much them mofos eat.
Yeah, they eat a lot though. And then in Miami, y'all ain't got the best resources for hay and feed.
Right.
Y'all got to get it shipped in. How we do in the South, we grow it. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be a little more expensive, but it's worth it though. When you got something that bring you peace, money don't matter.
Yeah, you're right about that. My daughter, man, I don't know where it came from. Obviously, you in the city. The fact that she loves horses so much.
Hey, but we got to show you about these standard breds though, bro. It's way smoother. You can ride at a higher speed.
Right.
You can bring it down and slow. I'm gonna send you some videos. You're gonna be very pleased with the work. A lot of people don't know about standard breds because they do a lot. You can do jumping with them, but you also can teach them what we do is single foot. Speed rag and single foot. I'm gonna teach you about that. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put you on. I might have a new client. Right. See what I'm saying?
You gotta So how many horses do you own now?
About 60 something.
60?
But I'm in the business though. I'm running the business.
Okay. Oh, so you breed, sell, and all that other stuff.
Oh yeah,
I'm just collecting them.
I'm doing it for real. I got a whole Get Live Stables LLC. We doing it for real.
So do you have any pulling horses, shires, anything like that?
Nah, we just got straight. Like I said, the buggy horses with the Amish world. I got the pleasure horses that I do, and then obviously we got the race horses on the track that's pulling the buggy, but they racing. They racing on the track.
You got them like Jokic got.
Jokic, he got the same horse, standard bred. Yeah. There you go.
Hey, you know what? That give me a good idea. Since you got horses, Christmas coming up. My daughter loves horses. So you know what I'm finna do.
We're gonna put it in the game. We're gonna talk on the back line. We call it the back line. We're gonna put all the business on Front Street.
Holla at your boy.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna get the thoroughbreds? Maybe get to the Derby or something?
Man, Max won one. I told Max, let me get this next contract. We can do something. We can do something.
To get some good bloodline, they go. You got to come out. You got to come out a million or two.
Oh yeah, hey man, he making 35 a year. That's my guy. he got it. I'm gonna oversee everything. I'm gonna be his business partner. Make sure he don't get screwed nowhere. We'll be at the Derby in about 2 or 3 years. Check us out.
Have you ever been to the Derby?
Nah, I ain't never been. I just told him, man, if I go, I want to host it. One year they let Von Miller host it, and he do chickens. He don't do horses, so I felt disrespected because I'm a real horse guy.
That should have been your call.
Yeah, that should have been me. So whenever they let me host it, I'll be there because I can talk about them. I can give you a live update on what they doing. I actually did it when I first came out at the New Orleans track, and I think I did a good job, man. I put the suit on and everything. So I'm ready to take that next step. So if y'all see this, invite me to the Derby, you know, and I got y'all. It's gonna be a great experience because I actually know horses, and I'm an athlete myself.
So let's talk about your college, LSU. You good? You think you guys got a chance to make the college football playoff? Can y'all win the SEC?
Yeah, I think we do, man. We got a real good defense, man. We get our quarterback healthy. You know, obviously he was one of the best quarterbacks going into this thing, but kind of battling some injuries. But I think he's gonna shake back, and you know, he's gonna get us back on track. But as long as our defense keep getting turnovers and holding people out, I think we're gonna be pretty good, man.
Well, Devin, man, congratulations on your journey, man. Look, if things don't always look, God don't make no mistakes.
At all.
He put you went through what you went through. You're stronger for it. I'm happy for you. Continue success. Stay healthy.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
You know, when you stay healthy and keep doing what you're doing, you know what's on the other side.
Man, I'm trying to get one of them gold things, man. That's all that's important to me, man. Hey, that's all that's important to me. That's what we play this game for, man. All the other stuff gonna come. We already been blessed tremendously. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna keep having fun and making sure we doing things the right way, man. So I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You don't have any other animals. You don't have anything else? Chicken, pigs, just
Nah,
horses.
man. Nah, I just do horses. Man, I got dogs, but man, they just.
What kind of dogs you got?
I got blue Hillers.
Oh, okay.
It's an Australian cattle dog. They run.
I know what it is. I know what a Hiller is.
So, and I just got them for company, bro. I don't even work them. I just got them just to have company on the farm because I got like 80 acres back in Louisiana, and I'm this offseason I plan on buying like another 100 that's not too far. And man, that's what I do, man. I like being where it's peaceful at, and I still got my land in Florida too. I go out there and train, and I got a barn out there in Odessa. On the backside of Tampa, and I go out there, train, take horses, and enjoy myself out there in the summertime as well. So even though you know they got rid of me in Tampa, I still got my forever.
You still got roots there. You still got
my roots there.
All right, man. Congratulations on all your success. Stay healthy, man, and come back and talk to us again, Dev.
I appreciate you, man.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Wow.
Devin White, linebacker for the Las Vegas Raiders. I misspoke earlier. What's the dude name? Nick Bosa was Defensive Rookie of the Year the year they came out.
Okay.
But he was off to an unbelievable start, Ocho. He's starting to look back, and as I'm watching the Raiders, he's starting to look again like the Devin White that you remember when he first got to Tampa. Yeah. Sudden, impactful, you know, dropping into coverage and blitzing the linebacker. He's getting back to that Devin White, and I'm glad to see him find a home. Being I think Grantham is the DC, and Pete Carroll, both defensive guys, understand how to use linebackers and coverage and disguise things. So, Dev, congratulations. Ocho, George Pickens, who's set to become an unrestricted free agent after the season, praised the Cowboys, but noted he also wants to showcase my talents. Pickens was asked about staying in Dallas long-term and said, I wouldn't mind it. The guys in the locker room are super cool. The energy is great. But like I've said, I always want to showcase my talent, most definitely. Pickens, who turns 25 next March, figures to be one of the most sought-after for receivers in free agency should he hit the market. On Tuesday, Jerry Jones did not want to get into whether the team would like to open talks on a new contract with Pickens. Ocho?
Yeah.
Pickens going to want somewhere between $32 and $36 million.
Yeah.
Is he staying in Dallas? Or is Jerry gonna hand him walking papers? Let him walk.
I don't know. If I was him, I wouldn't even play. I wouldn't even want to be there. Honestly, I'm just saying that's just me personally. I want to maximize my potential. I want to maximize my earnings and go somewhere else where I can contribute. He's about you want to show your talent. We know.
Well, he got to. I mean, he gonna need to be the number one. He want to go somewhere and be number one. He want to be number one then.
I mean, that's what he is. That's what he is. They're in a great situation. Obviously, it was unfortunate that CeeDee Lamb got hurt, where Dak Prescott had 2 number 1 receivers. But he needs to go somewhere else to maximize as much as he can get, be that number 1, continue to build his career in being a number 1 player and doing
Cleveland
that he knows he can do. Where you said Cleveland?
Cleveland. They need a number one receiver. I'm trying to think of the places. Oh, the Raiders.
Ooh, I like
The Raiders.
That. Hey, wait a minute. Do you understand how that marriage right there would be perfect? George Pickens, NFL young boy at the Raiders. No, that is a great matchup. That's a great
for sure.
It makes sense. It fits. It fits him, his persona, his image. You know, being that is perfect. Pete Carroll. Hey Pete, I'm not tampering. I'm just telling you ahead of time. Geno Smith.
You know where he'd be good at too, Ocho?
Where?
The Giants.
Oh, until
With Jackson Dart.
Hey.
Oh, Neighbors. They got Neighbors. Neighbors coming back. Never mind.
Okay.
Not there.
All right.
Hold up. Let me see. Atlanta got
Drake London.
Drake London. Tampa got Mbuka and they got Godwin.
They got Mike.
New Orleans, they got Olave, Shaheed.
Yeah.
But I think me personally, I think George Pickens is better than both of those guys.
Different type of player, different type of receiver.
I'm trying to.
I like the Raiders, huh?
I love the Raiders. I
like the Raiders idea, honestly.
All things being equal.
Yeah.
The question is, do they like Zay Flowers or do you like George Pickens?
Who?
Because both of them gonna be up. Huh?
Pick going to the Raiders. I'm telling you, I'm putting that in the universe right now. Because that CeeDee Lamb team over there in Dallas with that star on his helmet.
The Colts need a receiver.
Dang. Okay, we got.
You like the Colts with Indiana Jones?
Yeah, I like it. I like it, but they kind of set.
I mean, Tennessee, they not set.
What?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, they got Pittman. They paid Pittman.
Pittman, Downs. They good. They got a nice little squad. Nice, and you know what? You know what I like about the Colts receivers? Everybody has a different strength. Everybody does something that the other doesn't. So I like what they have right now. I'm telling you, Pickens to the Raiders.
You're right. For me, right. You know what, Ocho? The Patriots.
No, man. No. Hell nah. No.
Absolutely. You don't like it with Drake May?
No. I like Drake May, but they got they core. Like Pickens and Patriots, don't put him in that environment. Absolutely not. No.
You don't like that structure. It's too structured.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, don't put the man
in
that
think you slick, Ocho.
What?
Don't put him in that environment.
Nah, man. Hell nah.
What? Listen. I mean, what do you think as far as the market, open market? What type of numbers are we looking at? Somewhere 32, 33, 35, 36?
Based on what I'm seeing right now from him and what he's done in the past and what he's probably going to finish with this year, he probably going to get somewhere between 34, 36 on the open market. I'm telling you, it's going to be Pete Carroll. It's going to be, I'm not his agent, but I'm going to be responsible for him getting over there with Geno. So Geno got somebody to get that thing to, you know.
I tell you what, Geno keep turning the ball over. Geno ain't going to be there throwing it to him. He better stop turning the ball over. He got 10 interceptions in 6 games.
Hold on. See, you know what would probably relieve some of those interceptions?
Him not hitting other guys in the chest.
Or having a target like George Pickens to throw to. Brock Bowers still hurt. Brock Bowers still hurt, huh?
He is.
Damn.
Yeah. Look, he's engaged.
Yeah.
He knows the Cowboys are going to throw the football. He knows he has a quarterback that can get him the football in Dak. Mm-hmm. He's getting more opportunities because CD is down.
Yeah.
Now the question is, when CD comes back, will he still get 10, 11 targets a game?
No.
Normally the 10, 11, 12 targets go to CD.
Yes.
So let's just say for the sake of argument, Ocho, we take 4 of those targets away. And so instead of getting 10, 11, 12, he gets 6, 7, 8. can he still give us? I mean, there'll be games that he still can give you 100, but if he can give us, 70, a quick 70, a quick 80, a tub here or there, he gonna get paid. Ocho, the guy he's gonna be 25.
Yeah.
The start of the 2026 season. He's not even close to his prime.
No, not yet.
He ain't even got his prime, and he won't hit his prime for another 2 years.
Yeah. He gonna get it. Listen, I told you, didn't I tell you when I talked to Pick last year, didn't I tell you wouldn't be no more problems?
Yep.
We ain't had a problem yet. I told you, and I stand on that. And he's gonna get rewarded not only for I hate using the word good behavior, but being a professional, but you're gonna get rewarded for your play on the field. Not what you're doing off of it. You're gonna get rewarded for your play on the field tremendously. And I know you're gonna see this, young bull. Stay locked in. Keep the main thing the main thing. And you're gonna get what you deserve.
I got a place where he can go.
Well,
Green Bay. Josh Jacobs said they need a number one.
hey, that's a good one, Unc. That's a good one.
Josh Jacobs said they need a number one.
Let me tell you something, though. Let me tell you something. I look at the Green Bay offense the same way I look at the Indianapolis Colts, where they all are by committee, and each game you never know whose day it's gonna be.
Right.
You never know whose day it's gonna be. Well,
you can run it back.
It might be Wicks. It might be goddamn Reed
Dobbs.
Come back. It might be Dobbs. You never know. So I like what they have over there. I like that little young system they got. I want him to be that man over there in Las Vegas. Because it's just gonna be him. You ain't got to worry about nothing else. Every game you get 10, 11 targets. Going crazy. Pete Carroll. What we talking about? I like it.
I like look, I always thought he was talented. I thought he was immensely talented. The catches that he's tremendous run after the catch. It's just, sometimes you need a change of scenery.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Sometimes you need a change of scenery. He had worn out his welcome in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was, Ocho, Pittsburgh and George Pickens were sick. They were sick of him and he was sick of them.
Yeah.
So when you get a situation like that, the best thing to do is to go ahead and part ways. They were able to get something for him. He was able to get a place. They're going to throw him the football. Now, it worked out perfectly. I hate that CD got hurt in order for people to see just how good George Pickens is. Because I think the thing is that, his behavior, his petulant behavior, you forget that he's an immensely talented receiver. CD going down, he got an opportunity to showcase that. Now, I don't know if CD's back this week or when CD's coming back, but he's put enough on tape to make people understand, to let people know, oh, he for real now.
I'm him.
He the real deal.
I'm him. What are we talking about? Yeah.
Jerry Jones said he's open to making a trade before the November 4th trade deadline. We have thoughts all along that if we see a way to improve this year with a trade with a trade at the deadline, then we'll take advantage of it. If there's a trade that will help the defense, we're in position to make that trade. I want to remind everyone, one of the great things about our trade we have with Green Bay is that our tackle makes about $22 million a year. He cost him $2 million, Ocho. We're getting a 20-something million dollar player for $2 to $3 million right now, and he's playing about as well as anybody on the defense. Why do I bring that up? That alone has increased our flexibility of being able to look at potential trade, right? Whereas you might have had cramps before. So we're in position to look at that trade, and that means we're going to make one. That doesn't mean we're going to make one, but Jerry is saying, Ocho, we have the assets, we have the cap space. If there's somebody out there that can help this defense at the deadline, we go do it.
I mean,
that's wishful thinking.
I told you.
Does that strike me as something Jerry would do? No, but hey,
not. But
the question is, Ocho, is there a Charles Haley out there?
No, but listen, they have a problem stopping the run, and I told you who to go get. I told you who to go get over there in Tennessee. He wet 98. He's nice, a very good run stopper. Oh, listen, I'm not sure who the Mike back is, but you should have a feast. You should have a hell of a time if Jerry makes that move and go get Brother Simmons.
Jerry just keep throwing shade, and we got a D tackle that's making $2 to $3 million a year. Okay, Jerry, you got off Micah. You didn't have to pay the $200 million. It's moving along. But guess what?
Yeah.
Those picks that you got, you're gonna have to give them up if you want somebody at the trade deadline that can help your team.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't think somebody just gonna hand you over one of their best defensive players for what?
Yeah.
They say, "Oh, you got 3 first rounders." No, you want this player where you had 3, now you got 1. Or you give up one of those, a first rounder and a second round or something. So, but the question is Simmons available? Because Simmons can stop the run and he can rush the passer.
Right.
So the question is, who's available, and what are you willing up to what are you willing to give up to get him?
Right. And
That's what that's all about, Ocho.
And the funny
you have the capital, you have the cap flexibility, and you have the draft capital to go to satisfy.
But think about this. Even if you do have the capital, who are you gonna go get? That's gonna make a difference. That's gonna make a change. That can put a dent in some of the issues that you have right now. I mean, who? It would have to be. It would still have to be a big name. It would still have to be a name that's going to cost you, because anything else outside of that is just going to be another body. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just going to be another body. That's it. Taking up space, not someone that can actually make a difference for you defensively and change the trajectory. Look, I'm messing up my words. Trajectory of your defense.
Look, if I'm Cleveland, Jerry, give me 3 first rounders and a second round pick. I'll give you Myles Garrett.
Well, then you put yourself right back in the same situation you would have been in if you had kept Micah and paid Micah. So you right back in the same boat. Claiming this is not what we needed. You said we got better. Jerry said we got better when we let Micah go.
If I put my finger to Jerry's back and says, who's better, Micah or Myles Garrett, who you think Jerry's gonna say?
Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Am I wrong or am I right?
Yeah, you're right. I believe he'll say Myles Garrett.
Okay.
I get what you're saying too. You say, well, okay, you gave up all that what you acquired, so you got a very similar player. But I believe Jerry believes that Myles Garrett is an upgrade of substantial. I'm not saying head over heels. I'm not saying 2, but I believe he believes he's an upgrade over Micah Parsons.
Well, then it would still be the same thing, because also he said, I let Micah Parsons go because when we did have him, we didn't win a Super Bowl. So are you saying Micah Parsons is going to be the one to come here and change?
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett going to be the one to come here and change that? Are you going to win a Super Bowl? Are you going to get closer to winning a Super Bowl?
I'm trying to find difference makers.
Okay.
That can help the Cowboys.
You had
so who are the difference maker? Okay, Trey Hendrickson. Do you believe Hendrickson's available? Is Jeffrey Simmons? I don't know. We'll find out. Hold on. Today is the 15th. So we're about 19 days. We're about 3 weeks away from finding out what's going to be available. Ocho, the Titans have fired by Brian Callahan just 6 games into his second season as head coach. His team was 4-19. The Titans were 3-14 in Callahan's first season, finishing with the #1 pick and selecting Cam Ward. With Callahan firing, the past 4 quarterbacks drafted #1 overall, 6 of the past 8 seen their head coaches fired during their rookie season. Trevor Lawrence, Urban Meyer, Bryce Young, Frank Wright, Caleb Williams, Matt Eberflus, Cam Ward, Brian Callahan. Ocho?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's not the coaches. It's not the coaches. It's the owners. Hey, Chad, stay with me real quick and understand this. The owners have to understand that when it comes to football, right? The owners are businessmen, huh? And the stuff that they do, the stuff that they're passionate and enthusiastic about outside of football in the business world, the one way to fix it is you throw money at it. You throw money at it, and that return on investment, it happens right away. When it comes to the game of football, This ain't a microwavable plate. You don't draft a quarterback, have a new coach, and put him out there on the field and think you all are going to have success right away. That's not the way it works. That's never been the way it works. Now, sometimes you get a quarterback you get a CJ Stroud, you get lucky. You get a Jaden Daniels, and you get lucky. You get a franchise-altering quarterback right away that changes the trajectory and speeds up the process of being a consistent team that can win. But listen, Brian Callahan getting fired, obviously, first year with Cam Ward. It's not the microwave. This ain't food. You can't just put it in there and heat it up and all of a sudden think you're going to have success. It just doesn't happen like that. It never has.
They don't have patience, Ocho. They're not letting anything develop. You know, I used to have a saying, I get my chickens by smashing the eggs, not by letting them hatch. There's a process in which an egg hatch into a chicklet. What these owners are doing, they're smashing the eggs. They're not going to let it hatch. They fired the general manager. They fired Brable. They fired Rand Carthon. And guess what? Now they fired Brian Callahan.
And what are they doing?
They don't know.
Do they do my point exactly? So obviously they're not football people. They're businessmen. They need to have some.
Ocho, she is Amy Adams.
Okay.
I think the last is pronounced Skunk. Strunk.
Yes. Okay.
Strunk. Her father, Mr. Bud Adams.
Bud Adams. Yeah, okay. I know who that is.
He passed away and turned it over to her. I don't know how involved she was at the time.
Right.
So you inherit this business, and if you haven't invested or spent a whole lot of time in it, you don't know a whole lot about it. You're trusting other people to run the business. Mm-hmm. Now, at least when Jerry passes away, hopefully that's not for another 100 years, his kids have been in the business from day one. So they're going to understand how this business works.
Yeah.
So they have been a part of it since he purchased the team in 1989. They've been a part of it. Mm-hmm. I don't know how involved she was with it. So, and you're trusting other people. I don't know how involved they were with it. So tough. It's tough, Ocho. It's tough, and it's not like another business, because Ocho, if your business is not doing well, you just don't sell it. You just don't scrap your start firing the CEO, start firing the VP, the COO. Right. You don't start firing a whole bunch of people. You give it time.
Yeah, you have to. You don't have a choice. You have it. But those that are in positions of power, I don't think they understand how the game of football works. You're drafting number one for a reason.
Yeah, you're terrible.
You drafted number one for a reason. That quarterback is going to have his ups and his downs.
Yes.
I mean, that's the nature of the business.
Ocho, but they say but these young quarterbacks going to dysfunctional franchises. If they was functional, he wouldn't be there. What the hell? There's a reason why you got an opportunity to pick first.
Right. You're
bad. How would that be fair that Kansas City win the championship and then they get the first pick in the draft? The Eagles win the Super Bowl, they get the first pick in the draft. We talked about this the other day, is that the Lakers won the championship in 82, and guess what they got? They got to select James Worthy, number one overall.
Okay.
How is that fair?
Right. Damn.
Yes, no. So normally the collegiate best player, or what is deemed the best player, goes to the worst situation because we want that guy to catch up. If we just put the best players on the best teams, they would stay bad. They're not going to give it time, Ocho. They're just not going to give it time because you're going to have to pay these quarterbacks. These quarterbacks are going to be getting $3 million. $300 million.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so there's
but this is the problem, dude. This is the problem that scares me. If you only gave Callahan 2 years, right? And you drafted Cam Ward. I'm not sure how much time I'm not sure how many years are on his rookie deal. Do you have the patience with him?
They got 4+ the 5th year option.
Do you have the patience with him? as well. So I don't know. Stuff like that scares me. It scares me, especially when you fire a coach that early, knowing that you're drafting or you're picking in the position you're picking for a reason. Bringing another coach and still not having the players is not going to change a goddamn thing.
I'm trying to think a quarterback that didn't. I mean, hey, Baker Mayfield wasn't Freddie K fired during Baker's rookie year.
Right.
So this is not new. This has been going on. You go back the last decade plus and go back and look at the number 1 overall picks and see their quarterbacks get fired during that first year.
It was crazy.
Because a lot of times he was there the year before and they get the rookie quarterback and you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, Hugh Jack, okay. Okay. So see, this is not something new.
Yeah.
It's been going on, but I think now we're starting like, damn.
It's a dirty business.
Ocho, what do you expect from a team that let Derrick Henry go? You didn't get anything for him, and you traded away AJ Brown for Trillin Burks.
Yeah.
And now he was in Denver, I think, today or last week working out. So do you think that is a team that is equipped?
No.
You let Derrick Henry walk out the door scot-free. You traded AJ Brown. You had one of the better coaches, Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
And you fired him.
Damn. Who gonna be the next coach?
Well, Mike McCoy was on the staff, so he's taking over. He was the head coach at the Chargers.
So he's the interim.
He was the offensive coordinator in Denver when the Denver went to that Super Bowl and they got the doors blown off him. But he was I think they were San Diego then and ended up moving. They went to the playoffs his first year, but then he ended up losing his job. So he's the interim coach at this point in time. I just don't think they have an idea. You trade your best player, the best coach you've had in a very, very long time. You fire him. You've gone through 2-3 general managers in a span of 5 years. That's not the continuity that you need in order to build a winning program. I don't know if they're going to get it right this time around either, Ocho.
Well, listen. If they don't get it right, we might as well put our goddamn name in the hat and see what we can come away with. Get us a little opportunity, diversify. Hey, listen, we could diversify our portfolio.
No, I'm good. My portfolio is diversified.
Okay. It don't hurt to add a little more now. Can you imagine Shannon Sharpe, general manager, Tennessee Titans?
I've made it abundantly clear. I want no part. I want to cover the NFL in this capacity. I don't want to work for an organization.
Okay.
In any capacity.
Okay.
Mike Tomlin openly questioned the Browns and general manager Andrew Berry for trading Joe Flacco to the Bengals. Ocho, let's take a listen to what Mike T had to say.
To be honest, it was shocking to me. Andrew Berry must be a lot smarter than me or us, because it doesn't make sense to me to trade a quarterback that you think enough of to make your opening day starter to a division opponent that's hurting in that area. But that's just my personal feelings.
Look, Mike T that's not his style. Mike T don't normally involve in that. Hey, he always say that's not us. That's not the Pittsburgh Steelers business.
Right.
But why you think Mike T stepped out of character?
All right, well, listen, they asked him a question. He asked him a question. He gave him something different. And obviously, even he has to always show face and be someone that he's truly not. You know what? I feel like being myself today. I like that. One thing I told Unc that I want coaches, I want players to obviously start doing. Sometimes I want them to tell the truth. Sometimes I want them to say exactly how they feel. I want the locker room talk, the conversations that are had to be said in front of camera. Now, what he just said just there is something he would say if there were no cameras rolling. I enjoyed that. That's authenticity.
So you like what Tua said?
Who?
Tua.
No, I don't like that part. No.
That's authenticity.
No, I don't like that. See, I'm not throwing nobody under the bus.
You said you wanted authenticity.
You're not listening to me. I don't like the snitching on people. I don't like that part.
You want authenticity. You can get to pick and choose what's authentic. If it's authentic, you want it. That's what you said, Chad. Is that what he said?
No, that's
Chad,
snitching.
help me out, Chad.
You're confusing. You don't put authentic and snitching together. That's not together. I like Mike Tomlin's answer because it's something most coaches or most people wouldn't say in front of the camera. So the fact that he did say it and it was out of character for him as a head coach means it's authentic. That's how he really feels.
So let me ask you a question.
What Tua did is Tua was snitching and throwing people under the bus that he got to.
Were they late? Were they late? Did they miss? Did he lie?
I wasn't there.
What Tua said is what he was saying if the cameras weren't there.
That's called snitching on cameras or not.
You said you want people to be authentic. Now you want them to be authentic sometime.
You going from one spectrum to the other. So if we would talk about Tua, I would say that's snitching, like I did yesterday.
But is he being truthful?
Now we talk about Mike Tomlin.
Is he being truthful? Is he being truthful?
Yeah. Who?
Tua.
I don't know. We weren't there. We don't know.
Hold on. How can it be if he can't be snitching then?
Hold on, we weren't there.
So he ain't snitching.
No, he's snitching.
How you know you weren't there?
Exactly, because just the context and perspective of what I have to go off of you saying what we should know.
Anyway, I ain't say nothing.
Let me say something. We shouldn't know anything about what's going on in that locker room. You shouldn't. As a quarterback,
so we shouldn't know anything about what Mike Tomlin's thinking.
Why not? Come on.
Why not?
How you try to compare the two?
I'm just saying, you say you want authenticity.
I do.
You said you want people to tell the truth.
Yeah,
Tua was telling the truth. He was telling what he experienced. Guys coming late, guys missing. You didn't like that because you said it's snitching. But you said you just wanted people to tell the truth. I want people to be themselves. That's what you're saying.
Wait a minute. Stay with me. Stay with me now. Now, I don't mind. I don't like the snitching part. You don't throw your teammates under the bus. As a captain, as a quarterback, you always take issues and put them on yourself.
I do.
Now, Mike Tomlin just giving his perspective based on, the Browns letting Joe come to the Bengals. There's nothing wrong with that.
Tua, just give me his perspective of why they're losing.
No, stop trying to. No.
I'm just going by what you say. Say you want people to live in their truth. You say, I just want people to come up there and tell what's on their mind. That's what you told me. I said, Ocho, you can't do that. You say, why not, I said, because it'll be a detriment to the team. You say, I don't care. I just want it to be true. I just want people to just stay. You say, stay with me just for a second. Stay with me right now. I said, okay, I'm going to stay with you, Ocho.
I don't understand.
What you don't understand?
I don't understand, man. Listen.
All Tua did was say, guys, the reason why we're losing, the reason why we're losing is that when we have a meeting and we schedule a meeting, are guys going to show up? Are they going to show up on time? When we say we're going to do this, are we going to do it? Mm-hmm. That's what he's saying. He would tell the truth.
That ain't nobody's business. That ain't nobody's business. You know you don't conduct yourself like that as a player and mention anything about your players. You don't put that business out there like that. You don't do that. So basically, if he was on trial, he done got everybody in trouble. We all going to jail because of Tua.
I know. So in other words, you don't want people telling the truth all the time, right?
Come again?
So you're saying you don't want people to tell the truth all the time, correct?
No, I don't want people snitching. There's a difference.
No, it's not. It's the truth.
You're confusing someone snitching and someone being authentic in their answer based on the perspective of the question that they're asked. Those are two different scenarios.
How about this here? Snitching only takes place in the street. The street of snitching. When you partake in that activity, you're supposed to be a code.
Right.
You and I do not partake in that. It ain't
Whoa,
snitching.
whoa. Well, there's also an NFL code. Anything
What is it?
inside that locker room should not be talked about in front of cameras or at home.
So we shouldn't tell the truth all the time.
Huh?
So we shouldn't tell the truth all the time.
Yeah, you should. You just shouldn't snitch.
Well, how can I? That man.
Hey, listen.
Chad, y'all see this man?
We got to live by a code. If we don't live by a code, what are we living for?
So the locker room got the same code as the street.
Yes, yeah. What you mean? Yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
Ocho,
Yeah,
man.
you gotta live by the code. I'm just saying. You gotta live by the code, huh?
Okay.
And listen, it's an unwritten rule too. Somebody doesn't even have to explain it. You just understand and know in that environment what you can and cannot do.
Ta-da! As a quarterback in the NFL, or as a coach in the NFL, there are things that you can and cannot do. Thank you. That's all I want to hear. We'll move on. Thank you, Ocho. That's all I wanted you to say.
Right. But then you have some people like myself that that choose to do the opposite.
Yes. That's all I wanted you to say, Ocho. I'm like, man, this man talking about, hey, I'll go up there. But why can't the quarterback just put people on blast? Why can't the quarterback? I say, Ocho, you know good well the quarterback can't do that.
When Cam Ward came out and said, I'm going to be honest with y'all, man, we fucking ass. Like, that was refreshing. That was refreshing. I get tired of hearing that goddamn same old rhetoric, politically correct, from the same goddamn script.
It was refreshing that Tua told us the truth.
Oh,
that guys be coming in late. The guys be missing things. It was refreshing.
No, it was not. No. Hey, that goddamn Cam Ward, now that was some funny shit.
They asked Tua, what's going on? All Tua said, one of the reasons we might be, we got to take it serious. We got to make up our minds. Are we going to come in on time? Or the meetings that we schedule, are we going to attend them? He was just being honest.
Yeah, I got you. Oh shoot! Now you got me thinking about
Ocho, this man done told me. This man been telling me it's refreshing. It's a breath of fresh air.
It is but you didn't like it. I don't know. Like
I don't.
There's certain
But I understand. You said you want it. I didn't want it because I understand the ramifications that come along with it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, According to reports from SNY Network, Tyrod Taylor has the support of some people in the Jets building as their QB1 over Fields. They feel like Justin was given the job without any competition. Yes, he was. Justin Fields got 2 years at $40 million and Tyrod got backup money. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm mad things aren't working out, honestly. To be honest, I really thought this has been really, really good. Finally, Justin Fields, you get your opportunity, you get your team, you get to be quarterback number one. You don't have to look over your shoulder. You don't have to worry about Russell Wilson or being pulled. Understand whenever you come
Chicago.
Chicago. Things didn't go. I'm like, God damn! Finally, he gets his team. He goes to a place where they actually want him.
Correct.
Where they actually want him. And that's one of the greatest feelings in the world. And for some reason, obviously, it just hadn't panned out. It hadn't panned out the way it should. As good as Justin Fields is, I've seen the flashes of brilliance from him, whether it be throwing the ball, whether it be running the ball or escaping the pocket and just extending plays. I mean, he can do it. He just had to find a way to string all those qualities together consistently over and over.
Look, Tyrod is not the athletic phenom that he's not. Tyrod, when he came into the league now, Tyrod was athletic. You remember him at Virginia Tech?
Now he can go now.
He was the backup to Joe Flacco when they won the championship. He took Buffalo to the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Tyrod can play.
Absolutely can.
He can play. And so I agree with you. But for whatever reason, it hasn't clicked yet for Justin Fields.
Yeah.
It still takes a while for him to process it, Ocho. And at this level, at that level in which he's playing at, what you and I played at, That clock's got to go off. Guys ain't gonna be running scot-free.
Gone, yeah.
Guys are not gonna be running scot-free. You got to throw guys open. You got to throw with great anticipatory skills.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, it's just like he's glitching. Bro, you can't hold on to that ball, bro. This ain't 7-on-7. They coming.
Mm-hmm.
And
Dang.
I think they give him a couple more games, Ocho. I do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's too soon. It's too soon to pull the plug right now.
Ocho, I'm not going 0-9 and not make changes. I've got to make some changes.
But what are they right now?
They're 0-6.
Ooh.
I go to 0-7, 0-8. What? Come on, Ocho. What you want me to do? Go 0-15 before I make a move?
What's the next 3 games? And you know, once you make that move, if you go from Justin Fields to Tyrod Taylor, that just erases and scratches everything as far as him being quarterback of your
I'm
future.
trying to win games.
Okay. I'm talking about
Panthers.
I'm talking about the future.
Panthers,
Okay.
Bengals, Browns.
Oof. Shit. That's tough.
It's either now or never. He won't get an easier stretch.
Easier.
He won't get an easier stretch.
Did you just hit?
How many games have the Panthers won? 2, 3? They're 3-3, right?
Did you just see the Panthers demolish the Cowboys or no?
They're 3-3. Okay, what are the Bengals? 2-4. What's Cleveland? 2-4. Browns are 1-5. So you got a 3-3, a 2-4, and a 1-5. Now
Right.
give me the next 3.
They got a chance of winning one out of those 3 because they ain't beating the Panthers or the Bengals.
Then they got the Patriots, Ravens, Falcons, Dolphins.
Really? Okay, they might be the Dolphins.
Hell, they might beat the Ravens.
Nah, Lamar will be back by then. Hey, if things don't go well, do you even bring Lamar back at all, or you just let him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paying him $50 million, you damn right I'm bringing him back.
Okay.
The hell you talking about?
Hey, no chance at the playoffs. I mean,
Who said they ain't got no chance at the playoffs?
I'm just saying if they don't, depending on when he comes back. If they
Well,
don't,
I mean, look, they're on the bye week this week, so this will be 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks a month. How severe was the hamstring injury?
yeah. Oh well, he'll be back next. He'll be back next week then.
CeeDee Lamb sat out the past 3 games with a high ankle sprain. Today, he said he could have played last week against the Panthers, but he sat another week so he could be fully healthy without limitations. He will not be on a pitch count against the Commanders. I feel like I'm moving around, running around, being me. Happy as I can be. Obviously, just believing in my ankle. Obviously, I feel like it's back to where I need it to be. Ocho,
Yeah.
what you thinking? Talk to me.
I'm excited. I'm excited. The fact that he said, and him knowing his body, I could have came back last week, but I want to wait one more week to make sure I don't have to worry about nothing. I don't have to worry about nothing. So for me, that makes that offense in Dallas even that much more scarier. And you know what's going to happen is, hell, Chase got how many targets he got tonight?
Man, Chase had 18 targets.
18 targets. Now, don't
And
be
the thing is, Ocho, he got his hands on all 18 of them. It wasn't like they was out of bounds and he have no chance. He literally got his hand on all 18, which is, people don't realize how hard that is to have that many targets and to actually put your hands on all 18.
All 18, yeah, most definitely. Shoot, I wouldn't be surprised if the getting back on track after missing 3 games, I won't be surprised if goddamn CD have 15 targets next week. I won't be surprised at all. I won't be surprised at all. At all. And listen, man, honestly, I told CD, I hit him when he got hurt. I say, listen, I can have you back in a week, boy. I can have you back in a week. But he chose.
Well, looking at the severe, like when he did that, looking at it, I said, man, that's 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Because, man, that thing, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, let me take that back. Chase had 23 targets, Ocho.
23?
23 targets. I think the most I've ever had, Ocho, was like 15.
Hey, I can't even tell you what's the
But
most.
I don't think we track targets like they do now. I'm just saying, you go back and look at the films and, They throw the ball over your head, that's a target. How did he throw the ball 15 feet over my damn head and out of bounds? That's a target. I mean, if you was a sniper and I was your target and you shot like that, people go like, nah, that wasn't no target. You off target.
Yeah, and that's another thing I like about Flacco too, is he makes every ball count. He makes every ball count because every ball he throws, he gonna give you a chance to get it.
Yeah.
He gonna give you a chance to get it.
I guess they count targets when they throw the ball in his PI. So anything that comes your way, yeah.
They count that too? Okay.
Because, man, Ocho, can you imagine what you could have done with 20-plus targets?
It's impossible. I mean, I'm thinking it would only be possible in this era.
Yeah.
It would only be possible in this era.
I wonder when T.O. caught 20 passes, I wonder how many targets he had.
Yeah.
Brandon Marshall has the record. He has 21.
Yeah, Brandon, yeah.
So if you catch 20 balls, Ocho, you got at least 23, 24, maybe even 25 targets.
Hey, matter of fact, you know how many yards I would have? You got to think. I average maybe 6 yards a game. 6, maybe 7 catches a game. Just, if that. But mine were always...
No, you ain't having that many catches. Could you ever had a 100-catch season?
No, hell no.
Because that's what I'm saying. So if you average 6 catches a game in 16 games, that's 96 catches. What's the most catches you had in the season?
About right there, about 96.
Okay.
But I was a yardage monster because everything I caught was 10, 15 yards.
Yeah, that's how I was, Ocho.
Something long. Yeah.
I mean, I have 1,100 yards and 3 touchdowns, and then somebody else got 400 yards and they got 6. I'm like, man, throw me something. But we got close to the goal line. TD gonna run that in. We're not throwing no ball unless it's third and something. But other than that, man, they get that thing TD running that in.
Yeah. Hey, it's amazing, man. Just the era of football that we're in now, and they throw the ball so much. Damn, I can only wish.
Ocho, Dak Prescott said he plans to speak with Jerry Jones about the importance of keeping George Pickens with the Cowboys beyond this season. I've been a little busy, but I will. When I run into him in that time of privacy, I'll make sure. But here's the thing, though, Jack. Running in, okay, you want to keep him. Are you willing to take less than your $60 million? Because, okay, you got 60. George Pickens is going to want max dollars. He's like, because this is his first bite of the apple. He's going to say, Dak, you've had 3 bites at the apple. I've never had a big bite of the apple. And I'm going to take as big a bite as I possibly. As a matter of fact, I might be a horse. I might eat the whole damn apple. Damn a bite. I want the whole damn apple. So that's the question. You know, you want all these great players. That's what Brady did. You see what Mahomes is doing. The question is, are you willing to take a little haircut? I'm not saying you got to give him $20 million, but I'm saying, are you willing to take, say, if you can get $63, $64 million, are you willing to take 57? So George Pickens can get his 30, because he's going to want somewhere between $32 and $36 million. That's what George Pickens is going to want. Because he see what DK got, he see what Terry McLaurin got, and I guarantee you, George Pickens believes he's every bit as good as DK Metcalf and Terry McLaurin.
He is. And I'm not sure Dak is depending. I'm not sure Dak has already got his money already.
No, Dak got 1 more year on that contract, or is he up? But I think he had a monster cap number. I think he got like something like $80 million in cap.
Yeah, Dak done got paid. I don't see him doing that. I would like him to allow Pick go.
So
get
how much? What's his cap number next year, Dak?
Next year's cap hit is 74.
Oh yeah, they got to do something with that. His cap hit is $74 million, Ocho. You got to redo that deal.
Damn.
You got to redo that. In 68.
What you think?
Bro, you got to do. Oh, they're definitely going to redo that deal.
Yeah,
they're not going to let that man play. What?
But what do you think though? Do you think Dak will take less to be able to keep Pick?
That's what Jerry's going to ask him.
You mean Dak going to ask Jerry?
Excuse me. Yes, that's what Jerry's going to ask Dak. Are you willing to take less so we can ensure we can put better players around you?
Mm-hmm.
if Patrick Mahomes doesn't do what he does, you're not able to keep Chris Jones.
Right.
You're not able to keep the Travis Kelce and keep it together. Karlaftis. They're gonna have to do something with Trent McDuffie.
Ooh, hey, Trent, nice, huh?
Yes. So you're able to keep all these pieces together because you got Creed Humphrey on a big deal. You got Jawan, your right tackle. Now, you hit it out the park because your left side looks really good. The left tackle, Simmons, even the guy that came, the backup, did an extremely great job the other night.
Uh-huh.
But you have to you got to give up something, Ocho. It's really that simple. Now, the question is, when we had growing up financially, we struggled. My grandma said, boy, what's going to be this month? The phone, the light, or the gas?
One or the other.
I can't pay them all, son. I mean, it's really that simple. Hey, you need the phone in case we got to call somebody. The lights so you can do your homework.
Yeah.
Or you and your brother gonna have to go down there and chop wood. We pull that heat away from the fireplace. Hey, and we go cut down a tree. It's really that simple. So that's what you want. You want to be the highest paid quarterback, or you want to be 6th or 7th and have talent around you to help you. Because guess what, Ocho? You're gonna need some defensive help too.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But I think, honestly, allow Pick to go get his thing. Allow Pick to go get what he's deserving of, and I don't think Jerry is going to open up his pocketbook like that and cut the check that he's deserving of getting.
Oh, his agent is the same guy that represented Micah Parsons.
Oh yeah,
David Mulageta.
Yeah, we gonna let Pick go. We need to go and get his money over there in Las Vegas. Over there in Las Vegas,
they'll pay. Now the question is, Ocho, normally when you go in free agency, everybody don't have the luxury like a AJ Brown. Yeah. AJ went from Tennessee to Philly. So a team that was perennial in the playoffs, he went there. Normally in free agency to go get big bucks, you generally have to go somewhere in Ocho that's they ain't on the come.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But
the question is, Ocho, the question again. 35, 36 million. Probably 75, 80 million guaranteed.
I see you in Vegas. Hey, I see you in Vegas. Everybody that got theirs. It's my turn.
But this is what I do hope, Ocho. I'm hoping they don't do this. Tag him.
Nah, come on. No.
I'm trying to prepare you for everything because I already know you're going to flip out. So I'm just going to prepare you. What's today's date? The day is the 16th, Thursday the 16th. I'm just preparing you for that, Ocho. Damn.
Yeah, hey, listen, I hear you. I hear you. I understand you preparing, but let's not play that game. Let's not play that game because if you tagging me lets me know you don't value me. You don't think I'm worth what I can get on the open market. Don't tag me. Don't do that.
That's what I'm a firm believer in that, Ocho. Hold on. Let's see what I'm worth. You don't think I'm worth I'm asking for? Yeah. Let me go.
And Jerry has had that conversation with a lot of players. Here, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna let you explore the open market and come back and tell us what they think of you.
Very few times when you let a guy because the team gonna overbid for him because they already know what I've got to do. Now, first of all, it might be a little easier because it's gonna be harder for them, Dallas, if they let him test the open market, it's gonna be harder. Because Pick doesn't have an attachment to Dallas. He's only there for a year. Yeah. So he might be viewing it as a rental, Ocho. Hey, I'm staying in this rental property. I'm gonna go instead of getting me a house, they got these apartments that's already furnished.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
So he's not entrenched in the community. He hasn't been there for 4 or 5 years. I don't know if he's married or has a fiance or girlfriend or whatever the case may be. But he doesn't, I don't know if he has that there. Yeah. I don't know if he has kids there. So he's not entrenched like somebody that's been there 6 or 7 years. So it's easier.
It's a lease with an option to buy. It's a lease with an option to buy. And I prefer you're in that lease and going somewhere where you can get what you deserve, like every other receiver at your position has. Everybody else got theirs.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And you deserve to be paid like a number one. Now, the Cowboys already have a number one receiver. And the one thing that they're going to say upstairs over there in Jerry's world is, well, we already paid CeeDee Lamb X amount of dollars. We don't view you as such because we already have a number one. We already have a number one.
Okay.
You already know the game they're going to play.
But it would be hard, Ocho, because of what they gave up. What did they give up, a third-round pick for a pick or fourth? To give that up for him and then and just basically keep him as a rental for a year? So that's why I think Jerry might be more apt to sign him. Yeah. Jerry loves offense. So if a player was to get some money, they gave him a third and a fifth. And that's the next year's draft because he was signed. They traded for him after the draft. So he gave him a third and a fifth in 2026.
Third and 26, fifth and 2027.
Okay.
Then you got to think. Then you have to think it all comes to Dak as well. What is Dak willing to do? How much less is Dak willing to?
That's the thing.
Not to take, so they can sign pick. And then defense. You need defensive players.
You do.
You need something.
Now the question is, Ocho, if you go out in free agency, you know you got to overpay.
Yeah,
Do you believe you can hit it in the draft market? You believe you can draft the guy, or because you got 2 first rounders?
You're not finna draft no. But who you gonna draft that gonna make a difference? You need a statement piece on that defense. Listen, when you put your clothes on, this is for everybody in the chat. When you put your clothes on, I know some women in there. I know some fellas in here too. When you put your clothes on, you got to have one thing that stands out. That's a statement piece.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys defense needs a statement piece. I don't know what it could be. A D tackle. It could be a corner. It could be a safety. But you need it. Your statement piece gone over there to green.
I don't know about you, Ocho. When I put my clothes on, I'm the statement. Yeah, I mean, between me and you, that's just how I feel. I'm saying, yes, I got nice jewelry, I got accessories.
Right. But it got to be a statement piece. Listen, when a woman gets dressed, right?
Yes.
When a woman gets dressed, there are 2 things that make that for her that is the statement piece. It's either your bag or your heels. One or the other.
Yeah.
One or the other. What you're wearing doesn't matter.
You're right, Ocho. Ocho, you ain't wrong when you're right.
Yeah, talk to me now. I'm just saying.
I can't talk to you like I want to. 26. I'm going to talk to you at 26. Right now, I'm on probation. I'm still on probation, Ocho. 26, y'all. Up back. My probation officer, he be checking in. He be watching this show.
Okay,
From time to time, he's like, okay, I'm going to have to write you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You good.
Yeah. 26, I had to do like 12 months.
Right. 12?
Yeah, I had to do 12 months probation.
All right. Well, how long we got? What? 2 months? What we in October?
Yeah. Probably like April, May 26. I'm out like a scout on a new route.
Hey, but hold on. You ain't got to wait that long, though. You know why you ain't got to wait that long?
Why we got to wait that long?
Listen, when when that ball drop on New Year's,
ball drop.
When the ball drop, you good to go. You know why?
What they say? Why ass laughing? What they say?
Oh, listen, they letting you off for good time served. You know,
good time?
Yeah, when you behave.
They say they'll give me 3 days for every good day. I've been good. It's like the feds, because the feds give you like 54 days for every year. For every year you serve.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
So, hey, January 26th, January 1st, man, you good to go, man. We back to normal.
Joe, earlier today, Micah sounded off on how he's officiated and refs in general. Let's take a listen to what Micah had to say.
5 years is not going to call. You'll eventually start worrying about it, but, I think I just got to keep going. That's the hunt, yeah. Like, that's part of the challenges. Like, you just got to keep going. And that's bothersome. That worries them. They know that, that's the part of being one of the best, that comes with some territory where the parts that you hate and the parts that the league lets go, they know, you can tell how they call the games. They don't call sides for offense, but they'll call on defense. They won't call offensive pass interference, but they'll call defensive pass interference. immediately. Like, we know what they're trying to do. They want to load the points up so fans can be happy, and you know what I mean? They'll call defensive holding, but they won't call offensive holding. Like let's just wake up. Like, it's just one of those things that we know what the higher ups is trying to do. Like, the ref would say, I know that's a hold, but what? Like, you're not gonna call it? Like, come on. Like, it's just one of those things that, like, I'm over it, and I'm gonna just have to keep going, push through it.
Ocho,
You can't worry
he
about all that.
knows, he's like, you know what? I should stop. I shouldn't say anymore. But he can't help himself.
Yeah.
Now, Chad, you tell me the great defensive player, if you're my age, let's just say you're between the ages of 60 and 25. Tell me the great defensive player, and we believe Micah Parsons is a great defensive player, that you've heard them complain about being held. Mm-hmm. The LTs, the Reggie Whites, the Bruce Smith, the Derek Thomas, rest his soul, the Von Millers, the Aaron Donalds, the J.J. Watts. Tell me the great defensive player that you heard have a microphone, get up on the platform, and complain that they're not getting calls.
Yeah. You can't do that, huh? You can't do that. As a player, I mean, I'm thinking about myself as a receiver. I ain't complaining about no holding because I'm getting held. That's my fault. That's my fault. Micah Parsons is too good. He's too great at his position. He's too great at what he does. And obviously, on the flip side of things, referees are graded. Those referees want to be able to call that Super Bowl. So the better
playoff Super Bowl, absolutely.
Listen, that's a check. That's money for them. So they want to make as many calls as possible based on what they can see with the naked eye. Do they miss some calls sometimes? Of course. It's human error. It happens. But they want to grade as high as possible so they can be in those playoff games. So their team as a unit can be in the Super Bowl. They're graded. So they're not just missing calls on purpose, but also as a player of your magnitude, now you shouldn't worry about that. Mm-mm. If you getting held, that's on you.
I don't think I've ever, and I could be wrong, and my memory is pretty good. I think I can have great recall.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever publicly complained. Man, they was holding all game and they ain't called it. Man, they been holding me all year. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna play through that. You call it, you call it. That ain't my job. Because what's gonna happen, I'm all of a sudden start worried about the calls. They're gonna throw the ball and go beat me up. Hit me all in the chest, all upside the head. And then what? Then people gonna be like, was he holding on that one or did you just drop it?
Right.
Don't complain, bro. Micah, you too good.
Way too good.
You're way too good for this. And it's not. So guess what? Now, Ocho, I'm gonna keep my pocket sold in my pocket now. Mm-hmm. I ain't finna pull it out.
Right.
You trying to put us on blast?
Mm-hmm.
Micah, you too good. If you want to be thought of as one of these greats, I mean, let's just take your era. Myles Garrett ain't complaining. T.J. Watt ain't complaining. Mm-mm. These guys ain't complaining. Micah, you too good. Yeah. Who cares about what they're doing with the tush push? You're not there. When you have to defend it, then you worry about that. Yeah. You don't have to defend it. Mm-hmm. They don't listen. First of all, they're not listening to players. First of all, you're not a quarterback. They listen to nothing you got to say.
Yeah.
They only listen to quarterbacks. That's why they changed the rules. That's why they let them have the balls. It used to you get one day, now they get the balls for the whole week. Mm-hmm. Now you can't hit the quarterback in the head. Now you can't hit the quarterback in the knees. You can't tackle him below the waist in the pocket. They listen to quarterbacks. They don't listen to other players. Because if they did, they wouldn't have the rules that they have that's weighted against the defense. Yeah. But come on, Micah, man. You got to stop this, bro.
Right. And the funny thing about it is the game now in this era is changed. It's handicapped. It's handicapped it's handicapped in the way in favor of the offense.
Correct.
You already know that as a defensive player. Just continue to play through contact, play through the holes. Those calls are gonna come. They're gonna come. Don't even worry about it. Just continue to play as well as you always do.
That's it.
Play to what we know you can do. Being one of the best at your position. There's a reason why you paid as much as you are.
Ocho, what you do is that you have your coach, you have your video department, cut it up, the holding calls, have your head coach to send it in.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to take it out of my hands. But have the video department. That's what everybody else does. I guarantee you that's what the Steelers does. That's what the Cleveland Browns does. Anybody that has a pass rusher, this is what they do. Okay, if I got a good receiver and I believe he's getting held, I'll cut it up and I'll send it to the official. Here are the plays that we believe he was held in this game. These are the plays that we believe the guy got offside. These are the plays. That's what you do. But because people gonna look at you as like you complaining. Like the reason why, because now I think he got 1 sack, maybe 2 sacks, and people like, oh, you making $47 million a year and here we are 6 games in and you got 1 sack, you got 2 sacks?
Yeah.
It's gonna look like you're complaining. And I don't think Micah's a complainer. I know he's frustrated because when you get that kind of big money, Ocho, you've gotten paid. The one thing you want to do, you want to go show the world why they paid you the big dollars. And I ain't trying to like, hey, the moment I get that money, oh man, Ocho got paid. Well, yeah, let me go on out here and drop me about a 150 and 2 tubs
quick,
to let them know why they paid me.
Hey, quick in a hurry, and don't care who out there, and don't care who holding. If I get here, it's my fault. I ain't doing something right.
Yep. And that's how Mike is going to have to look at it. But I think the thing is that when you do it something like this, people are going to look at you as like, man, Micah whining, he's complaining. The other team's like, hey, hold it, make him call it. Make him call it.
Yeah.
And then all he's going to do is he's going to get more and more frustrated. So just play through it, Micah. You're too good of a player to let stuff like this. I get it. I know you're frustrated. First of all, I don't believe Micah. I don't believe this is why you got to be careful with what you say, because when things weren't going his way, where he tweeted he wanted to get traded. He put on X. He wanted to get traded. Yeah. I no longer want to be a Cowboy. He said that, Ocho. A lot of times, we say it all the time, Ocho, when emotion is high, logic is low. Be careful. There's power in the tongue.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said that's not what he really wanted. He wanted to put the pressure on the Cowboys. But you had already backed Jerry in the corner. Jerry wasn't backing down.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
You already had backed the man in the corner. He felt he had a handshake deal. And now you come in and this is, I'm just telling you what Jerry felt. Jerry is man, first of all, you know how people in power, people in position of power, people that have money, they ain't backing down now.
Hold on, you're not finna bully not many owners.
Nothing.
Not many owners. Absolutely not.
No. So that's what happened. But Micah, just keep playing. You understand. Sacks are like bananas and grapes. They come in bunches.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you might go, Ocho, you might go a game or 2 and not get any. And then you'll go 3 games where you'll have 6.
Yep. And
the next thing you know, you look up like, damn, Micah got 7 sacks.
That fast. And that's just how it happens. It always happens like that.
Yes.
It always happens like that. Hell, sometimes you're going to get hey, Unc, I go 2 for 35. I go 4 for 60. Damn, man. Man, in one game, man, 11, 260. 6 for 190. Well, goddamn, what happened?
There you go.
And
that's how it was, Ocho.
Every time.
Damn.
Matter of fact, small example. Look at Chase. 2 weeks ago, 40 yards.
Yep.
Look at the past 2 weeks. It's the nature of the business. It's the nature of the game. It always happens like that. You're not going to go crazy every week, no matter how great you are.
No. But they're going, I mean, but here's the thing. Chase crazy is 16. His good sense, he get 9. That's the thing. You look at him against Green Bay, he had 9. Damn, we slowed him down. Now he pop off with 16. He got 25 catches in 2 games. So where he was, you like, man, hey, Chase ain't winning no Triple Crown this year.
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Hey, you sure?
Hey,
because he done popped off again.
It's amazing. It's amazing what happens when you get a quarterback. 40 years old, sure. 50 years old, if you can throw and sling the ball and they can keep you upright so you can deliver said ball, this is what you get. And it's not easy because we had Jake Browning.
No, but
you think, well, hell, he should be able to do it. No, now you take Joe Flacco, who got benched in Cleveland, and you put him here in the Bengals offense with elite talent around him at the receiver position. a decent running back, an offensive line that everybody been talking trash about, and they play their part.
That's it.
We are going to win. Everything starts up front. Everything.
And look, do your job. Whatever your job is, whatever is required.
Yeah.
You to do your job. That's what you got to do. Don't worry. I'm not worried. Listen, I'm not worried about the offensive line because that ain't my job.
Right.
Now, when it comes my time, I got a pass block. Now I got to worry about it. Okay, what we got? Am I Gilligan? I'm on an island. Where am I protected at? Sharpie, I got you inside, so I can sit heavy outside, knowing I got help inside.
Yeah.
If I ain't got no help inside, I got to sit down inside, and then hopefully I can run his ass by the quarterback. The quarterback can step up. But you just got to do your job. I can't worry about it. I can't worry about what the safety doing, or what the linebacker doing, or what the DN doing, Ocho. I got to worry about what 8-4 doing.
That's it.
Because at the end of the day, I'm getting graded. I'm getting graded on what I'm doing, not whether or not worried about what somebody else is doing.
Yeah.
Tua apologized for criticizing teammates for being late to a players-only meeting. Let's take a listen to what Tua had to say. Here's his full statement.
Made a mistake, and I'm owning up to that right now. I've talked to guys on the team about it, talked to the leaders about it, and that they know my heart. They know that the intent was right, but no matter the intent, the intent can be right, but when things get misconstrued or however the media wants to portray it, that leaves a void of silence and a lot of questions for the guys on our team. Now, being 1-5, we talk a lot about, all right, we got to get this going. We got to get this going. Come in excited to go to work. Forget about the noise. And I feel like I just added onto that for our guys. For myself, I got to look at myself as the leader, protecting the team. I don't feel like I did that to the best of my abilities. I felt like I let the emotions of the game get to me after the game. And, that's something that I can learn from as a leader on this team. And what happens in-house should be protected, and none of that should have gotten out. And so want to publicly apologize about that, want to move forward, and now want to focus on Cleveland Browns.
Hey, Unc, I love Tua. I love him to death. I love what he stands for. I love what he represents. Being 1-5, you also have to be self-aware. It's all about being self-aware, Unc. If you have meetings, if you had things that go on in-house, they have to stay in-house. You should know that, whether you're 5-1 or whether you're 1-5. There's certain things that you don't talk about to the media. As a quarterback, as a leader of that team, as a person with that C on your chest, it is your duty to protect those that are in that locker room. It's your duty. So to put it out there in the media and say what some of the other players are doing or haven't done, that is, you know what? I'm not going to use the word. I'm not going to use that word tonight, but you're throwing people under the bus. You can't do that. You just can't.
You can't always be truthful. Sometimes it's okay not to tell the truth.
Come on,
Here's
man.
the problem that I have. That guy, I just had to sneak that one in, Ocho.
Hey,
I just had to sneak that one in.
You got me.
No, but in all honesty,
Yes, sir.
the only problem I have with this, now the media misconstrued it.
Yes.
How did the players? Okay, if you'd have said what you said, the media didn't say anything. Your teammates heard what you said.
Yeah.
So if anybody misconstrued it, they misconstrued it.
Yeah.
Because the media didn't put no spin on it. All they did was have a bunch of microphones and tape recorders there. You said what you said, unprompted.
Yes.
Unprompted. So in to use Ocho's term, he dry snitch. Ain't nobody asked him, did players come late for practice? Was when you had a players only meeting, the media didn't know anything about that meeting.
No.
You brought that up. And then you also brought up that there are players that were late or didn't arrive on time or maybe didn't even come to the meeting at all. You did that. How is it? You see, that's the problem that I have. Just own up to it.
Yeah.
And say, you know what? I was wrong. Don't add the media. The media didn't do anything. All they did was put the microphones in front of you, and you volunteered that. So in other words, you dry snitch, unprompted information that no one asked you for.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, there was no choice. And I saw in the chat someone said if that was Tom Brady or Troy Aikman, everybody would have been there on time. I told y'all that the other day. They don't respect him as a leader. But y'all don't want to see when because I'm not in the locker room, you don't think I know what I'm talking about, but I've been a leader. And I guarantee you, every time I've called a meeting, which wasn't very many, or any time I had something, guys showed up on time. On time. Because there was a respect level there that was earned. Not what I deserved based on what I had done. I had earned the right to call a meeting based on the way I conducted myself, the way I played, the way I practiced, the way I met, and what I had accomplished. So I had earned their respect.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what? Matter of fact, if they did have a meeting that they didn't show up to, or they weren't on time, and this could be a tall tale on why they didn't.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
Look what happens. Look. I mean, so there might be an underlying issue that we don't even know about that has been going on.
Or two.
The fact, the
underlying issue.
Oh well, hey, listen.
Let's keep it. As two guys that spent time in locker rooms, that played the game at an extreme high level. He's it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and you know what? Even though he came out and apologized, it's too late now. Because how do you think that taste, that bad taste that's in those players' mouths that you talked about, that know they were late or weren't on time to that meeting? How do you think other teammates feel? How do you think they're looking at, even though he's the quarterback, how do you think they are viewing you now? It's not the same, Unc, and it will never be the same. So this makes everything even worse on top of being 1-5.
Yes.
Forget the football aspect, because now you open up a whole new can of worms.
I give you a prime example, Ocho. You're in the courtroom.
Yeah.
One of the attorneys says something. The other attorney stands up and says, I object.
Right.
The judge says, sustain. How do I make the jury unhear what they heard? They heard it. Whether it's sustained, doesn't matter.
Too late.
Or he'll allow it. I've already heard what that man wanted me to get out. He or she wanted to say. So you can't make me unhear what I heard. I get the apology. The best apology is change behavior. We're going to see moving forward. The greater the player, the greater the leeway is. That's with anything.
Yeah.
First of all, when you say Troy Aikman and Tom Brady, first of all, Tua is not on that level. Second of all, they've garnered so much respect. You see how the players went to bat for Troy. Tom Brady, that's a whole different animal. Don't ever put Tom Brady, he's reserved. There might have been 3 or 4 other guys in the history of the game that garnered the respect that Tom Brady. Tua isn't one of those 3 or 4 guys. With that being said, you have to be mindful, Ocho, because, and this is what I tell guys that I think at some point in time will be leaders. You don't know who's actually watching you, what you do, what you say, how you do it.
Right.
But all I can tell you is this: if they see you behave in a certain type of manner, you make money and you get things, they'll behave that same way because they believe that is acceptable behavior.
Right.
So even though you don't know who's watching, if they're watching or why they're watching, just always try to put your best foot forward. That's all you can do. He will learn from this, hopefully. It's hard for me to believe that a guy that played at Alabama, played at such a high level, at such a prestigious program, wouldn't know that you can't throw teammates under the bus, that sometimes, Ocho, sometimes, look, and we talked about this, Ocho, all the time. As a coach, sometimes you got to lie to your players. Even if you don't think they can win, hey, we can beat these teams. We can beat them. Hey, we do X, Y, and Z. Sometimes you got to lie because sometimes it causes great hurt, harm, or embarrassment.
Yes.
And it might have caused all 3. Now, like you said, how do we get that back? I'm not so sure. Because I'm thinking, bro, when you go home, you be pillow talking like a mofo.
Yeah, it is. It's no way to get that back, huh? There's no way to get it back. There's only one thing that cures everything. There's one thing that cures everything. When
winning, and I don't know if they can do that.
my point exactly. Winning is the only thing that can cure it. But I still think they won't view him the same in that same light, no matter what. You can apologize. You can say everything. You can talk to him quiet, privately. But once you leave that locker room and you out of that space that's supposed to give you don't have to worry about any of the bullshit you got to deal with on the outside world.
Right.
Wait a minute. Now I got to deal with it when I come to work. My own quarterback.
Right.
Nah, man. They never gonna look at it the same.
And that's why I say that's what quarterbacks. If you notice, the great quarterbacks, no matter how good they play or how bad they play, they always take responsibility.
Yeah.
When Peyton Manning, they lost the game, Peyton Manning said, I got to play better.
It's on
Tom
me.
Brady says, I got to play better.
It's on me.
John Elway, and guys would always say, I need to play better. They never said, even though they played great, a drop pass here, a missed assignment there, the defense gave up points late. They always put the onus on themselves.
Right.
That's a part of being a leader. If you're the leader, even though somebody made a mistake, I'll take it. That's on me. Now, I'll call them and say, hey, we need to make sure this doesn't happen again, make sure we get it corrected, but this is on me. And that's what Tua needs to understand.
Yeah.
You would like to think a guy that's been the quarterback for an extended period of time at levels, he's a high school quarterback. Normally the quarterback is the leader. Not always, but the majority of the time, I would say 80% of the time, because a lot of times the best player is the quarterback, Ocho.
Right.
So he's normally the leader. In college, it probably kicks up 85%. In the pros, I don't know if I've ever seen a starting quarterback that didn't have the seat since they've been allowed it. Have you?
No.
I haven't either. So with that being said, he just has to be mindful. It's a minefield. What's going on, and it's easy to get frustrated, especially with, like you said, when you're losing. You're 1-5. Because if they're 5-1 and they're 6-0, ain't nobody. Hey,
We're not having this
guys are
conversation.
coming late, even if guys are late to practice, ain't nobody saying a word.
We're not having this conversation.
You should have nipped this in the bud a year ago or 2 years ago when you were winning and you were allowing guys to show up late. That's when you nip it in the bud. But you allow things in a win. Now it's a problem when you lose.
Yeah.
You see, when you lose, Ocho, it's not how we played on the field. It's all the other things.
Right.
All the other things. Like I said, you don't win a football game on Sunday. You win a football game Monday through Friday.
Yes.
That's when you win the games in your how we meet. How do we practice? How do we study? How do we prepare? Did we get treatment like we're supposed to? If we got a little nagging, did we take care of it before it became a big issue?
Right.
Hopefully Tua will learn this lesson.
Yeah.
Hopefully he does. It's tough because if they don't start winning games, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And look, like I said, the greatest apology is change behavior. We're going to see. Go ahead, Ocho.
Well, you change behavior. Well, it's not change behavior off the field. It's the change behavior on the field.
Correct.
You know what the best sorry is for his teammates?
What?
Your performance.
Yes.
And how you play. Being the difference maker. Being that you are the quarterback. Being that you do make the most money on the field. That means your level of play has to be up here. It has to be eons above everybody else. Especially when you come out and you do something like this. Well, hold on. You can't be stinking up the joint.
No.
Then go on in front of the camera and tell him what we got going on behind closed doors, and then looking like you know what out there on the
Stir
field.
fry.
No, you can't. You can't. That,
Yeah, it would have been wrong, Ocho.
Now
Even if
you
he had
got you got the whole locker room looking at you funny, Unc. I'm telling you, and I'm not even in there.
for
I'm
sure.
telling you, he could fix it, but he could fix it with his play. With his play, it'd be all smiles.
Even if he would have been wrong, even if he had thrown for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He exacerbated the term aggravate, which means to make worse. He aggravated the situation. It was already bad, Ocho, but he aggravated the situation. Why, Ocho? Because he threw 3 picks. So he made a situation that was bad. He made it worse with his play.
Yeah. Well, listen, it was already a fire, right? It was already a fire.
Yep.
So it was already a fire. He took the goddamn gasoline and threw it on the fire. Well, shit, all it did was make the fire goddamn bigger. It made it worse.
Made it worse.
Now you're gonna have hell putting it out.
For sure. Is that me or you, Ocho?
What I do? I'm right here. I'm looking at you.
Oh, okay. Because for a second I couldn't hear you.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You sure?
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
And what has happened, Ocho, is that for a fire to burn, it needs oxygen.
Ooh, come on,
What
man.
he gave the fire was oxygen.
Mm-hmm. A lot of
A fire will not burn. Hey, you could have the biggest fire, rob it of its oxygen. You see a candle, put a jar over the candle, and it can't get any more oxygen.
Yeah,
it'll go out.
Mm-hmm.
You gave it oxygen. That's why when people say things, Ocho, we have to be careful how we respond because we giving it oxygen, and it'll keep burning. See, things will burn as long as it has oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Let it die out. He could have just let it die out. Oh, yeah, I understand that he's seething. I understand that he's upset. You're losing ball games that you don't think you should have lost. Guys are coming in 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however many late. They're late to meet, they're late to practice. You know, it doesn't seem to be important. They're not as attentive as they need to be. Yes, it can get frustrating. Especially, like I said, I don't know what he's actually like. I've been around players that it was the end all be all. Everybody is not like that, the end all be all.
Right.
But it was probably bothering him. He's like, well, this is probably why we're losing. Guys are not taking this as serious as they need to.
Right.
Okay. But if they held you in such high regard, if they respected you as the leader, they're not coming late.
No.
They're just not. I mean, little things, Ocho, hey man, check this out, man. We need, let's go to the movies. After a workout on Monday, guess what? 15, 20 of us go to the movies.
Yeah.
Hey man, let's go bowling. 15, 20 of us go bowling. It's things like that.
Yeah.
But they got to respect you. Guys don't respect you, they're going to blow you off.
Yeah.
It's really that simple. Two, you're going to have to play better. You're going to have to be better. Not just on the field. Because leadership is just not, calling plays and in the huddle you got to see on your jersey. It's off the field, Ocho. It's things like that.
Yeah.
You suppress things that Mike McDaniel or upstairs don't even know about.